So it's been over a year since I've even touched Harvest on my channel. Actually, one of the latest TF2 videos I uploaded was about Harvest, but we don't talk about that because that was recorded like 1 to 2 years ago. But I've came here today to thank you all for checking my channel out. This is gonna be up with the Splendid screen and Harvest. Last time I did it about the Tide Turner, you guys suggested that I do a video with the Splendid screen on Harvest, which was a bit weird to me considering you can't really turn with the Splendid screen, but lately I've been using it and I found out a way to turn with it, which I'm gonna explain now. Enjoy.
So what we're doing here is a combination of different binds and turning techniques. So let me run you through. First of all, I'm playing at 240 FPS capped. Why is that? Because on 240 the turning controls are a bit more consistent, I've noticed, with charging, and other demo nights such as SolarRed have also said that it works best for the method I use personally, and it's also just a great FPS to play at. So what I'm doing here is I equip the boot. So what I'm please just switch. So what I've done here is I use the bootlegger, which gives me a bit more turning control, which is actually pretty significant in this situation. So normally, even with the bootlegger, you get terrible control over your trimping, which is not good. You get terrible control over your charges, which is something we do not want to have. What we need is a type of bind that will allow us to turn right, left pretty freely. We're using the bootlegger in this situation as a boost for our little charging, turning maneuver. And what we're doing here is I've binded plus right and plus left to E and Q accordingly. So as you can see, bind Q is plus left, bind E is plus right. What does this do? When I press E, I turn. I have my CL yaw speed set to 230, which is actually the turning speed. And what this allows me to do is these kinds of things. You get to turn while charging. It's not too fast and it doesn't change no matter what yaw speed you use, because there's like a limit or something, because it was nerfed back in the day. But yeah, it's pretty significant because it allows you to actually control your character. So what we're doing here is we have plus left, plus right, and we're combining our hand movements with the turn to speed up our charging and turning. And what that does is it allows us to do stuff like this, stuff like this, stuff like this, and if you're good at trimping, maybe even stuff like this. Nah, I'm too bad. But yeah, that's the gist of it. That's what I personally use. It's pretty effective. It allows me to trimp normally, and it can be used in pretty crazy ways sometimes. No, I'm not gonna be talking about the Claymore and Tide Turner layout that I use, which gives you much more mobility because you can actually turn, and I also just talked about that in my last video about Harvest. And this combo allows you to do much more. Of course, with a Tide Turner you can do stuff like this, but we're talking about the Splendid screen today. So yeah, goodbye Tide Turner and welcome Splendid screen, and what I like to use is the Islander. So yeah, enjoy.